Alright guys, today we're going to be doing carburetor and fuel lines on a Husqvarna 128 LD trimmer. This one that takes the attachments. Any of the parts you need will be in the description below. Comes in a kit. Get everything you'll need: carburetor, fuel lines, spark plug, gaskets, primer valves, filters, everything you'll need. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is take off the air filter cover. No air filter, that doesn't ever help. It's got good compression though, so 8mm, take those two off. We got those off. We're going to need to push this choke to be able to get it to slide off. Turn it a little bit, just to get the choke arm out of it. No big deal. All right, then throttle cable. You know what? First, oh shoot, we'll get it like that. I'm just gonna throttle it up a little bit, and then this will come out with a pair of needle nose. You know what? Let me get my tripod out. Okay, so we're gonna throttle this up like this, and then we're gonna use some needle nose pliers to get the cable out. So just give it a little twist upwards, possibly, and then it'll come straight up out. Try not to break the hook off of it. What the heck? There it is. So it's just a little S. It's kind of a pain. Be careful, because you can break the bottom of this off. So you got to be gentle with it. Then you got the carburetor. You got two fuel lines on the bottom of it. We're just going to cut them. Don't even worry about them. Cut them right on out of the way. All right, and then this will pull straight out, and it's garbage. Get rid of it. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and drain out the tank. We're just going to get this off and drain everything that's in the tank out. Right now we're going to go ahead and get all the fuel lines out of this. You may have to reach in and grab the fuel filter from inside the tank and pull that one out, and then the other one will pull out right from this side. Alright, we got the lines out. We're going to get the new line out of the box. We're going to cut it into a point. Let me get a better point on there. The longer point's better. Alright, so we're going to take this pointy one. We're going to go in the farthest away from the gas cap first. So we're going to jam that in there with some needle nose pliers and try to push it in as far as we can get it. It actually pulls through easier than it pushes through. That's why you'd want to do the long nipple, so you can grab it from inside the tank if you have to. I'm going to go a little longer on the nipple. This and jam that down in that, and I can reach in the tank, hopefully this time. Nope, still can't. So I can shove this through a little bit. Grab the other end, it should pull through pretty easy. Now usually don't have this much trouble, but I'm trying to work around the camera. Pull it right on out of the tank, like that. Cut the tip off of it. Stab a fuel filter on it. Then we're going to go ahead, turn it around, shove it right back in the tank. We want that laying right on the bottom. Pull some of the line out if you have to. Get that thing laying right on the bottom. Boom. All right. Then we're going to grab a new carburetor, kind of stick it in place, figure out where this line is going. This one is the one that goes to this line, suction. This one's return, goes back to the second line with no filter. So we're going to set this on there, get a guesstimate. Okay, just guessing somewhere in there. It's close enough. That's going to be the filter line right there. All right, cut the line into a point again. This one will be a little bit easier to get to. This is closer, and we don't have to pull it out so much either. Let me go ahead and cut this. It's a nice long point. Nice long point like this. Jam that thing into the second hole that's closest. The reason we do the first hole, that one is the first hole, is that you don't have to fight it to try to get to the second one. You'll keep grabbing the wrong fuel line if you do. There we go. We're just getting it through a little bit. Doesn't have to go too far through. It's just a return line, and the long one's our return line. So we're going to go to this. So first thing we're going to do is get this in place. I've got the old gasket on there. If you have to use a new gasket, you got to make sure that this hole lines up with the carburetor's hole. So it'll line up to this hole. That's your vacuum line for your fuel pump. I'm just going to leave the old one on there. Also, you want this hole to line up because the throttle arm will hit it and it'll stay throttled up. So we're going to push this on. We're going to stab the fuel filter line into the left-hand one there, see? And then this one you're going to cut to size, stab it on the right-hand side. That's your return line. Now make sure that there is no kinks in your line. If it's too long, it'll kink. And just grab the line again, pull some of the slack out, or cut a little bit off the top. But I just reach in and grab it from there. Now we're going to go ahead and hook up the throttle. So you're going to give it full throttle on the carburetor side itself, you know, like this. And then you're going to stick, trying to get this angle where you can see it. Stick this down into it. Pain in the butt. It's hard to work around the camera. It was like, get a tripod so you can see what's going on. Get it in that hole. There it goes. Now make sure that the throttle is working. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to dump a little gas inside this to make sure it's priming properly. I dump my premix in an empty Gatorade bottle so that I can make sure there's no water or anything in there. Customers like coming back with old bad gas, proclaiming that it's the gas I put in there. So I double and triple check my stuff. Get it fresh every day. This is what you want in there is gas you bought today. Every time you use this, dump the old stuff out. Brand new gas you bought today in it. Every time. All right, we got this on there. We're gonna prime it to make sure we got the lines hooked up right. It's priming up, very good. If it isn't priming, look in the tank while you're doing it. If you see foam coming out the filter, you got these two backwards, flip them around. All right, now we're gonna go ahead, partial choke. Gonna get this cover on, like so. 8 millimeters, tighten them down. Like that. Brand new air filter, comes in the kit. Like that. Gas cap can go on. Air filter cover. Change the spark plug on this. This is a still tool I use. It's got a spark plug wrench on it. New spark plug in. And it comes in the kit, guys. Just put them in. Doesn't hurt anything. Choke, prime it. 1 or 2 pulls. I just fired, so. This one's got an intermittent spark issue. I'm gonna have to check the coil on it as well. It didn't run at all before, so it could be just flooded out too. So I'm gonna let it run for a while and let it heat up and burn off. It could be full of fuel in the bottom of the you know, this thing. The other carburetor could have flooded it out. So I'm gonna run it for a while and see what happens. So this one's also got a bad coil. I'll be doing a video on that when that one comes in. Hope this helped you guys out, at least for the carburetor side of it. It definitely needed that. It wasn't priming, it wasn't firing at all. Now it does that, but it's a, you know, bad coil. All right, guys, I'll do a coil on this when it comes in from Amazon and show you that video as well. Hope this helped you out. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if it did. If you want to do any advertising on my channel, message me. I'll be more than happy to have you. All the parts, again, will be in the description below. Just click on the links. Peace.